to talk about my pregnancy so far. I haven't, of course, I just started like my channel, whatever, so I haven't really done anything clearly on like my actual pregnancy. So today is Monday and I'm officially 29 weeks. I'll put a little picture in to show you all little facts. You know, little apps tell you how big he is. Some probably like big as a pineapple, something stupid. But I went last Thursday to the my doctor appointment for my 28 weeks and got my glucose test and everything. And he was 2 pounds 13 ounces. They said all the fluid was fine. He was moving really well, so I was happy about that. My baby. Yeah, so let's talk through my trimesters. Okay, so first I'll talk about first trimester. I'm gonna try to go through everything in my first trimester. So when I initially got pregnant, my boobs were the first thing to get sore. So that's how I knew, like, oh, something ain't right. Like, I kind of figured like, oh, this is like a period symptom, like, you know, boobs hurting. But I'm like, no, so this is a different kind of hurt. Like, they're like achy sore. Like, I can't even like, you know, massage them out and then they feel better. And they were like firm and they look real good because I was I was on spring break. So I had on my bikini and stuff and they just looked nice in my bathing suit. So I didn't really complain. And then of course, my period, I missed it. I didn't take a pregnancy test until I think I was like 8 days late. Because then I realized, like, all right, Morgan, your period really is not coming. Because usually, sometimes my period, you know, it fluctuate like 1 to 2 days late, pushing it with 3, and then it just pop up. So I'm just like, oh, whatever, there she is. But this time, it was just days. And I'm like, all right, something ain't right. Let me get it together. So I was super tired. And that was another reason why I was like, something's not right. Like, I just didn't feel like myself. I would just want water and salty foods really bad, and I wasn't really feeling nauseous yet, but I was like, I just wasn't feeling good. Like, I knew something was wrong. Like, I was like just super tired. Like, my body just was just shutting down, and it was awful because it was like the end of the year, like near test time. And I'm just like, oh, I gotta get ready because, you know, testing time, you know, for a teacher, that's important. We try and get these scores up, okay? But I'm just like, oh, I feel like crap-a-doodles. I can't do anything. So I'm just trying to thug it out, but I was struggling, struggle bus. So that's when I took the pregnancy test and I found out I was pregnant, and then everything made sense. So then I started feeling even worse. Like, I looked horrible. Like, everybody said I looked nice and I was glowing. I'm like, y'all lying. I was dry, ashy, tired, sleepy. My skin got real dry. My lips got real dry. So I was trying to keep drinking as much water as I could. I hate water. But I wanted something to drink, and I hated soda. Like, once I got pregnant, like, I just despised sodas. So it was just like bad. And honestly, it's probably my body trying to catch up and hydrate itself, because I drink alcohol more than I drink water. I was always at somebody's happy hour. So for my body to adjust and be like, oh girl, you can't go to happy hour anymore, that was hard for me too. So the first trimester, I was like, you know, so all those symptoms, and then the nausea came, and the only thing that would like help it was like mints and gum. I never actually like vomited or anything, but it was like that feeling of nausea, like, oh, I feel sick. That was like coming, it would come over me a lot, especially if I didn't eat as soon as I guess the baby wanted me to like get nutrients or something. I don't know, that crap was awful. So I would be like out of commission a lot, like in the bed, right after work. I just kind of laid in bed, and thank God, like, I got pregnant when I did, because once my school year ended, the rest of my first trimester into my second, I was able to just rest, because it was a good month and a half or whatever that I was just off of work. So when I came back to work and my second trimester started to kick in, the nausea went away. All right, so now I'm into my second trimester. So my second trimester, my boobs stopped aching, but they just stayed real big. I mean, like bigger than they usually were, like from when they were like swollen, which wasn't like a bad thing. I think the only bad thing is I had to keep buying bras because I would like go up a size and then I had to go up another size. So I went from like a B cup to a C cup, which isn't terrible, but it's way different for me because I'm used to being like in the low B's, like, but I'm like a full C or something crazy. I don't know what I am. Some crazy size that I've never been in life, and I'm scared that they're going to deflate after I finish breastfeeding. But that's neither here nor there. That's not a symptom. That's just my sadness because I'm mad my boob's going to change. So in this second trimester, it was more physical changes than me like how I felt more so. I think the only symptom that I felt in the second trimester that I like to really mention was like hip pain. I have a lot of pain in my hips. So I try to stretch as much as I can. It's actually dying out. I guess my body is getting used to it. But like sleep was like really difficult because my hips would hurt, my legs would go numb. Like if I laid on one side, because I'm used to kind of just laying on one side the whole night, and I might shift and change, but like it didn't hurt. Like I don't know. Now it's like pinching, like a pain, like I'm pins and needles. Like my legs would go numb, my hips would be super sore, and like because my belly is so big now, it's hard for me to sometimes it's a little harder for me to like use my core to turn. So I still try to use my core to help me like lift and move and, you know, just to navigate. I feel like when people get pregnant, and I think this is how I was initially, I wasn't using my core like I normally would. I mean, which I guess probably is natural, but I feel like I should have, because now like if you feel like if I look near my belly button, it's like kind of over top of my belly button is flat, and I think my abs split. I forget, it was some muscle thing. I think they split right there. So, yeah, it's a little split. It's like a little dip. It doesn't hurt, but it's just stupid, and I just know I'm gonna have to work out to get it back. I don't know why I did that. I have to work out to get it back to how it used to be. So in the second trimester, the nausea went away. My anxiety kind of kicked up in my second trimester. I think because I knew like, wow, like no more get really pregnant. Like if the belly here, you can feel the baby moving. Everything like will kind of worry me, like especially going back to work, because I'm like, oh, it felt so good to just be home and enjoy being pregnant and enjoy all the weirdness that went with it. But now it's like I can't enjoy it because I got to worry about other people's kids, and that's been kind of a stress for me. But like I used to like be real selfless when it came to my job. Like, oh, I'll stay however many hours, I ain't doing nothing. I'll lift this, I'll help that. Kids fighting, I'll break that up. Just a bunch of craziness because I was crazy. And I keep forgetting, like, more you pregnant, you can't do none of that stuff really no more. And now I'm just like super cautious and worried, like, oh snap, I'm gonna hurt my baby, because I'm so used to like being so selfless with work and, you know, pushing myself so hard and being real critical of myself. But now with all these hormones, doing that has been taking a toll on me, like mentally. I've been like super exhausted, like feeling mentally drained, not physically, but like I'm mentally drained. I get like super frustrated easily, and really saddened by like the things that I see at work, like with, you know, student behaviors, and just knowing that I don't have the energy to help as much as I used to. Now I have a new group of kids. It's kind of different because I'm taking on all the things that they dealt with from previous years and trying to not change them, but like just shift mindsets. It's all mindset shifts for me, for them, for everybody. So it's been kind of difficult, if that makes sense. So I've been having a tough time. So now I'm in, like, I think I'm in my third trimester or the start. I'm 29 weeks now. So with this trimester, what I'm starting to notice is the shortness of breath is like big time. It was happening in my second trimester, but now in my third, I get shorter breath not from like walking and moving like I used to. Like that makes sense. Like, oh, you're pregnant, you walking around, you moving, you talking, you'll use, get shortness of breath. I feel shortness of breath when talking clearly still, but excuse me. Ooh, gotta catch my breath. Even when I'm laying down on my side, I feel like the weight of my chest is like pulling down and closing into my lungs. Such a weird thing. I don't even know if that's a real thing. So I have to like adjust how I lay on my side, like on my shoulders. And laying on my back causes I get a little winded too. So I have to stay I have to sit up like a 45, maybe like a 50, like on an angle. I gotta sit up on an angle in order to sit up, like to lay back on my back, because laying flat on my back is a no-go. Can't do that no more. Oh my god, I can't believe I'm 29 weeks. I have like 11 weeks left. Ooh, Lord, this baby is coming. So that's how my pregnancy's been going. Like right now, like I feel good. I feel really good. I'm just happy that I can wake up early, go out, do things, and I don't feel like super drained. Like so yeah, I'm feeling okay. My baby shower is next month. I'll be 29, 30, like 33 weeks, 34 weeks, something like that, I think. And I'm just hoping I'm not like so big and exhausted. I want to enjoy that baby shower. I'm thinking about if I'm going to be able to go full term. Like I know I'll get into that full term range like by 37 weeks. But I feel like my frame is so tiny and the baby's growing so much and I can barely even tell. I feel like I'm going to have the baby before 40 weeks. It's just my feeling. I don't know if that's the truth. I would love for the baby to stay in for 40 weeks in like a day so I can make sure he's all cute and chunky when he comes out. So I don't know. We'll see. So yeah, that's how my pregnancy's been going. One thing I will say is I love being pregnant. At first I hated it. I mean, in some moments I'm just like, they're trying moments, but overall, like, being pregnant has been nice. It's been nice to just feel your baby grow and know your body is doing something that women have done over time, for thousands of years, and I'm helping to populate the world. Is amazing. And that my body knew what to do to help my baby. I think sometimes I get nervous watching all these YouTube videos and you see women going through so much, and I'm just like praying for them, really nervous, like, wow, like what might happen with me. And I'm super blessed that I haven't had any complications. Everything's been going really well. I have an amazing doctor. She's so bomb. My OB is like fire. She's young. She's really nice. She just helps me stay at ease. Like any questions I have, she always knows the answers to, and helps me like immediately. Like I never feel worried. So I've been like, it was like got weird. I just been feeling so good about my pregnancy. At first I was super worried, but I picked the hospital that I'm like, I adore. I love this place. Yeah, like my pregnancy just been going well. I'm just happy. Joanna, how you gonna do me like